Woman Kutch time. The date is April 10th, 2026, and the Detroit Pistons just beat the Charlotte Hornets 118 to 100, moved to 59 and 22 on the NBA season. In a battle of play styles, the paint dominant Pistons came out on top. While Charlotte attempted 20 more 3-point shots, they were only able to knock down 4 more, leaving the game open for the Pistons to take. Obviously, this was a good night. Durant had pretty average night for him at this point. Actually, probably below average, averaging wise. 20 points, 9 rebounds. I mean, and with foul trouble, I mean, he had to sit basically the whole third quarter because he picked up his fourth foul of the game about 30 seconds in the second half. So he got most of that in the first half, and then some of it in the beginning of the fourth quarter while the Pistons win on a diamond. I mean, I think they started the fourth quarter on an 18-0 run. I mean, at that point, the Hornets basically rolled over and gave up. Duncan Robinson saw a little bit of fight in him tonight at the very beginning of the game. Brandon Miller landed on him, and then Duncan said some words, and then Duncan took exception and pushed him back a little bit. And then Brandon Miller put some talking, double text right off the bat in the game. I think it was the first minute in the game. No, I don't think any other texts were given out in the game. There were some warnings though between Stu and Diabate, but it's an interesting thing to Duncan get a tech, and especially from player to player action, not player to ref action. I mean, Pistons and Hornets have history this season. There's obviously the big brawl, very early, well, not very early, earlier in the year, which saw a loud suspension with Stewart being suspended for 7 games, and Duran was for a couple. Diabate was some. Miles Bridges got suspended. Big brawl during that game. It was pretty funny. I was kind of seen walking away. This time, showing a little bit of fight, showing a little bit of fight back. He's not going to be one to roll over, especially when it's directed at him. And he also finished with 19 points. Very nice night. Was aggressive basically the whole night from that point. Kind of woke him up to respond, and he rightfully did. Cade, 14.7 assists, shot I believe over 50%. Didn't make a three, but I mean, whatever. He's working it back. I mean, he did what he wanted him to do. Pretty similar to last game. Not a double double, but similar scoring wise, and just a few assists off. Ron Holland kind of out of nowhere. I feel not out of nowhere per se, but just late in the season, back-to-back games for him where he has some of his best shooting of his career. His career high is still 3. He made 3 last game. He made 3 today. So he finishes the game with 13 points and 5 rebounds. It's not like he shot poorly from 3. Shot 3 for 5. Shot 3 for 4 last game. I mean, I've said this a couple times during the season. I'll continue to say it for Ron. The biggest development in his career will be his 3-point shot. Will be his corner 3. If he can hit that down consistently, it will be a huge part. It'll open up the floor when he's on. It'll just open up his offense and his scoring wise. I mean, that's obvious, but he's now had 2 good games. I mean, he's had a good 3-point shooting game every once in a while, but very rarely was it back to back, or not back to back nights, but back to back games. And he just did it at a very good point in the season. If he can keep this into the playoff run, I mean, he probably won't get as much run during the playoffs as he does during regular season. But I mean, if he's hitting threes like he is right now, that's hard to argue because he is one of the biggest defensive impacts on the floor. When he's in, it's just his offense struggles even more than the Star does, and the Star also is leagues better defensively. And that's not nothing against Ron. Ron is a very good defender. It's just Asar is a top 5. You could argue a top 2 defender in the entire league. But Ron, 3-point shot's been very nice and really coming at a perfect time. Mentioning Asar, he had 12 points, he had 6 assists, he had 5 rebounds, he had 3 steals, he had an all-around night like he did last game. I mean, that's Asar. He's an all-around player. He's going to do it on defense. He's going to he can pass the ball, he can rebound, he can do a little bit of scoring. I mean, he's the perfect tool player. He's a Swiss Army knife. Just missing the 3-pointer knife. whatever screw or adjustment of the kit that he's missing there. He might get eventually. He might earn. Might need to buy a new set, but Right now, Sar's been great. I mean, you really can't ask more from him right now for the season because defensively, he's so good. Only one bad thing tonight. Um, I did mention that the Hornets only made four more threes, even though they attempted 20. They shot, I believe, 13. Yeah, 13 for 47, which is really bad. And then the Pistons shot 9 for 27, which is just bad. Not really bad, just bad. Um, and Cade and Danish went 0 for 3. Was another poor Danish game. Um, if it happens again, I'll point out uh, his struggles, but I'll just leave it as it is right now. It's only been 2 games since Cade got back, but you can notice the trend if you look at the stats right there. Um, Kevin Herter was at 1 for 3, but he did make a pretty big one that helped some momentum shifting. And then Karras and Stu and Sass and B-Ball Paul all missed their only attempts. Uh, Whatever. I mean, this was a game that the Pistons didn't really care about the three. They were kind of when they were shooting threes, it was actually kind of poor. Like what they were getting. I feel I it wasn't on the stat sheet, but I swore Asar shot a three at some point. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was someone else, but uh, whatever. Not a good 3 point shooting night, but everything else pretty good. The Pistons started off struggling with turnovers. I think they had seven in the first half, 4 in the first quarter. Then I think they only finished with 12. So, which is a league average. So nothing too bad. One more game left. This was game 81. Next game is game 82. Everyone has a break tomorrow, and then we have a final NBA slate Sunday where the Pistons will take on the Pacers in Indiana to see if they can get 60. And I would very much predict they do because the Pacers are taking hard. They're taking really hard because they have to, because their pick is either top 3 or top 5 protected. It's one of the two. And if not, they'll go to the Clippers. So the Pacers need to lose, and the Pistons will just win for fun. Legit, this game does not matter record wise. It does not matter pick wise. It's just a game the Pistons have to play because there's 82 games in the season, and hopefully they'll win. Thank you.